In Milwaukee's blowout win, Giannis totaled 32 points, 17 boards, 7 dimes. Bucks beat the Bulls 119-95. Milwaukee now leads the series 3-1, with the Greek Freak winning the past 2 games without fellow All-Star Chris Middleton. All right, Shannon, truth time. Are you back on the Giannis bandwagon?
I never jumped off Giannis' bandwagon. I told you, hold on. I just called him the best player on the planet since we started the
Friday off bandwagon.
Since we started the season, who have I declared the best player on the planet?
Until Friday, and you said they're in trouble without Chris Middleton. They're going to lose both games at Chicago, said Shannon Sharp.
Let me ask you a question, though, Skip. Did you foresee Grayson Allen giving you 49 points?
Okay, so he went Bruce Brown, but Giannis went Giannis. Giannis gave you 32 and 17, and KD gave you nothing.
Okay, what about Friday night when he gave you 18? And Grayson Allen then stepped up and gave you 14. Okay, Grayson Allen, the first 2 games, he gave you 3 points. The last 2, he gave you 49. Bobby Portis gave you 34 the last 2 games. The first 2, he gave you 12. Well, hell, you didn't tell me that was going to happen. You didn't tell me Grayson Allen was going to give me 49 points and BP Bobby Portis was going to give me 34. Giannis is going to be Giannis because even in the game they lost, Skip, he was 33, 18, and 9. I'm not worried about Giannis, but you know in order to win, Skip, we talk about Kevin Durant's game 5 performance. With 48, 17, and 9, 48, 17, and 10, something like that.
Yep.
But what was it? It was Jeff Green's 27, those 8 3-pointers. It was Blake Griffin's 19.
He was really good.
It was Blake Griffin's that really got...
By the way, I hope Blake Griffin plays a bunch tonight, but go ahead.
He might. So it was those unsung. Kevin Durant would not have done it. Giannis scoring 32 wasn't going to get it done. It was Grayson Skip. He couldn't miss from the 3 yesterday.
Okay, but I tried to warn you on Friday. I said, you can't give up on Giannis with 2 games at Chicago. You said, nope, they're in trouble. They're done. They're going to lose these 2 games to the Bulls at Bulls.
Well, I didn't expect,
I right?
I didn't expect
And I told you, I said, I don't think Michael Jordan's walking through that door. And he didn't walk through that door. And the Bucks did, and they walked all over the Bulls in 2 straight games.
They did.
And they are back in command. And I told you, you can't jump off the bandwagon. Now you're trying to drive it.
No, Skip. I'm not worried about Giannis. I know what Giannis is. Giannis is the best player in the NBA. He proved it last year by going to your guy's best player's house, knocking on his door, snatching him out, shaking all the change out of his pocket, picking up and walking off and went and got the NBA title. He did that to your guy. I'm not worried about him. He's in the MVP conversation again. I don't think he's going to win it. But, Skip, when you get these when I get Grayson Allen, Skip, the man was 10 or 12. Grayson Allen had been 20 or 12 in a ball game since high school. He was, what was he from the 3?
It happens.
Yeah, you
it
tell me.
happens. Okay.
He was 6 or 7 from the 3 in 28 minutes.
Okay, but the nuclear weapon fired. He went off. He had 32, 17, and 7 assists.
Yes.
He led them with 7 assists.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's how you won the game.
But Skip, so look at it. Look what it rolled. Look what Grayson Allen 27. Bobby Portis gave you 14. Holiday. You know, Holiday was a mess the other day in game 2. Skip, you saw that.
I did. Okay, so no Chris Middleton.
Yes.
Will not bother you now. It's going to bother you the next round because you got those green guys coming, right?
Yes.
Okay, now you're going to be in some trouble. Now you will be jumping off the Giannis bandwagon onto the Jason Tatum.
I just think the thing is, Skip, is Udoka's going to put together a game plan. They're going to have to build that wall. Ain't no one guy. I love Robert Williams, but Robert Williams is not taking this guy one-on-one because he's coming downhill. So build that wall, make them beat you from the outside. It's going to be a great fit. Let's see if they get past.
There's no Chris Middleton, that will come to play against these guys. It's not going to come to play against the Bulls because they're going to get closed out back in the
well, the thing is, Skip, is that DeMar DeRozan needs 23 is not going to be enough. He needs to go 40.
Yep.
He needs to have one of those 40-point games, and he needs Zach LaVine to go get 30. I think they might take it back. I think they might come back to Chicago. They might come back to Chicago.
Really? Well, can I bet a case on Giannis?
No, you cannot. No. Do you bet no case on my guy? That's my guy.
Somebody's trying to restore some of his pride by saying, well, maybe the Bulls are going to win. No, they're not going to win game 25.
Why you want to bet on my guy? Now all of a sudden you want to bet on my guy.
I just trying to warn you not to jump off your bandwagon.
Leads to.
I tried to warn you about.
Awesome stuff, guys.
No,
all right.
you didn't.
We still have to talk about Philadelphia. Are the Sixers in trouble? The Hawks now trail the Heat 3-1 as the series shifts back to South Beach following yesterday's loss. Shannon, what do you think? How disappointing was Trae last night in a home game the Hawks pretty much almost had to win?
He didn't have a good game, but what's he going to do? I mean, the series is going the way I thought it would. They're 8 seed. They're playing the number 1 seed in the East. And I thought they would get one game, and Miami Heat would win the series 4-1. He played very good on Friday night, got him the win 24-8. Game 3 hit the game-winning floater with 5 seconds left in the ball game. But this is how the series are supposed to go. They're the 8 seed. Look at the Nuggets. They're down 3-1. Look at the Hawks. They're down 3-1. We've got to stop this notion. If you're an 8 seed and you got a great player, you're supposed to upset. Let me tell you what happened. Skip's GOAT, the greatest player to ever live, Michael Jordan, is 1-9. He won one game or as a 7th or an 8th seed. He won one game off Milwaukee. He got swept twice.
And he was called God in Sneakers by Larry Joe Bird.
He got swept twice as an 8th seed.
Anybody ever called Trae Young God in Sneakers?
It doesn't skip. At the end of the day, he was called God sitting home. So in other words, he couldn't work miracles on the court. So stop this notion because a guy is supremely talented. Trae Young is a star player, not a superstar. He's a star. He's on a team that is not as good as the Miami Heat. They're doing the same thing to Trae Young as they're doing to Chris Paul. They throw Kyle Lowry. Lowry was out yesterday. Strus took him. Jimmy Butler takes him. P.J. Tucker takes him. Even Depot came in yesterday for the first time, and he took him. They're throwing so many bodies at him because he's the only guy that you're concerned with. So I'm not surprised no one is surprised that the Atlanta Hawks are down 3-1. It happens. 8, it's a rarity. Philly, yeah, I know what they did last year, Skip. They upset the number 1 seed, and we've seen it a couple of times. The Warriors did it to the Mavericks. I think the first time it happened, but I think it was a 5-game series. It was the Denver Nuggets did it to the Supersonics. Dikembe Mutombo, I think it was in '94. But Skip, 8 seeds are not supposed to generally beat a 1 seed unless something unforeseen happens. And in this situation, that unforeseen is not going to happen.
Shannon Sharp, I have told you from day one after I watched Trae Young play for my University of Oklahoma, where I grew up in Oklahoma City as the biggest fan of both football and basketball at OU. I told you he's overrated.
How?
I'm about to demonstrate here. He's too little to start with. He's a little ice tray. And you go, ooh, it's an ice tray. Well, now he's just shivering cold. And he's often shivering cold because he shoots way too many threes and he misses way too many threes. And he turns the ball over way, way, way too much. If you think Kevin Durant, what I just showed you, turning the ball over is bad, Trae Young, if you can believe this, led the league in turnovers this year, and now he's leading the playoffs in turnovers with 24. Would you believe in the games that they played, the 4 games they played, he's a minus 55 because they just take him right out of the game. He's averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists because he's been a disaster. From 3, he's 21%, 7 of 33. It's pathetic. And I don't want to hear any more, oh, well, it was a cultural fit for Atlanta to take Trae Young and Luka to go to Dallas. Baloney it was. Atlanta should have taken Luka.
You don't like Luka.
He's way better than Trae Young.
But you don't like him, so why you want him to do it?
I'm doing lesser of evils, but again, he's like 10 times better than Trae Young ever thought about being. Little ice tray, you come in here every day, ice tray, he's cold. Well, he's just shivering cold because I get cold watching him.
What did he do to Philly last year?
Huh?
What did he do to Philly?
He shot 5 of 23 in Game 7.
He averaged 30. He averaged 30 for the series.
He was horrendous, and he's been horrendous in this series. 35% from the floor. 35%.
If you don't mind me asking, what's Kevin Durant shooting?
And by the way, they were the 9th seed going into the play-in, the 9th seed. So he's overrated because you can't be Trae Young and be on the leading the 9th seed.
Hold on, time out.
Right?
Think about what you just said. You just said Trae Young is not very good.
Shannon,
and he was in the hold on.
You're wrong.
Hold on, time out, Skip. You just said Trae Young isn't very good, and he was in the play-in tournament. The best player on the planet was in the play-in tournament, and he's down 3-0.
Well, obviously, he didn't have Kyrie for much of the year. Okay? And obviously, he missed, a month and a half with a MCL sprain.
Another excuse.
Well, obviously, they traded James Harden for nobody because there's nobody.
You love the trade. You told me at the time of the trade.
It was great. And Ben Simmons could make you look really stupid.
When?
I don't know. But if he ever comes back, I thought it was a great trade. And by the way, James Harden, is he still playing? I don't even know.
Not very well.
I don't even recognize him.
No, not very well. He's not playing very well.
Okay, so here's the point. Trae Young has missed 26 three-point shots in 4 games. And by the way, just to drive home the magnitude of this, could we see the 26 missed shots? Just to show you, he's so little, he has to